No! I just broke my laptop.
For real?
Yeah. No.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. Once I think, remember too, whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
Yeah. That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys, and we are not fraudulent like that underhanded Red Ranger. Seinfeld hooked you for being a show about nothing, so let Jake and the Dingus dig deep into your ears with their pod about nothing. These two hosts bring hilarious banter, great interviews, intriguing guests, and the right dosage of distraction from the craziness of your everyday. Jake and the Dingus can be found on Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and Apple Podcasts. Give them a follow on Twitter and Instagram with @JakeDingusShow, but just make sure you tell them that the boys sent you. And what the hell are you doing?
Don't worry about it. I'll tell you about it later.
I'm in.
Cool. And I will tell you about it later.
Welcome back. We took a break. Took a short break. How you feeling? You feeling right? We took a week off just to kind of recalibrate.
Recharged the batteries. We were doing. We had a beer fest go down.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
Okay. How you
doing good?
You feeling good?
Yeah.
You look good.
Got my stunner shades, brother.
Is it because your future's too bright? Is that what it is?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. My future's too bright. Don't worry about it.
Did you do anything while we were off for a week?
Yeah, I hit some good breweries up. I think we're going to talk about a few of them here in a little bit.
Okay.
But, hit some breweries. was supposed to go to a concert. That didn't happen.
Yeah.
It got canceled. I think it got COVID related. Canceled.
Shut down.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Governor Wolf.
So missed that. But yeah. No, had some fun. Brewed a beer with Mondays. He needed some help. We have a collab coming up that we'll talk about here in a second.
Cool.
As well, not with Mondays, but probably do with them sometime too. But
Nice.
yeah, I kept busy.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I can see that. Did you? Hey.
Yeah. I'm here.
Did you do anything else? I'm trying to figure out
No,
stuff.
don't we do beers? Don't we need a beer?
Yeah. Okay. So it's round one.
Yeah.
Adam, you continue to bring some of the best brews in the burg. Put that all together.
Yeah.
Caught round one beers. What we got?
Intro it in, plebe. Good job.
Oh, okay. So we have.
Hey, I got you a beer right here.
Okay.
I got Fruit Gloops
Okay.
from our new friends at Fourscore Brewing.
Nice.
It is a collab with Ingenious Brewing out of Humboldt, Texas. They took our favorite childhood breakfast cereal. I'm going to take a guess that it's Fruit Loops.
I would hope so. Gotta know where else they're gonna get that from.
And brought it into the sour world. So we got a sour here. It's blended with blood orange, sweet cherry, raspberry, and strawberry. And then their base sour was conditioned on the cereal. So expect crazy hints of breakfast cereal and cereal milk.
Okay. That sounds really good, man.
And Fourscore's out of Gettysburg, PA.
Nice.
They were just in town for the Best Brunch Ever
oh yeah.
festival. We served directly across from them. It was
It's
we had
wonderful.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, they the last place I was at when they were there, they had a good paid in sound effects. We shared some beers with them. They had a couple
Holy
different
shit.
things.
It smells like cereal milk. Like as
Oh,
soon
yeah?
as the can cracked. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't
Nice.
mean to interrupt.
No, but they had a really good porter, I want to say. It was like a coffee porter. Everyone was kind of clamoring for it. This is a
They
different...
had like a cake beer too. The last one.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah, so if you want to go on Fourscore, it's at Fourscore Brewing on all social media. This thing is pouring thick.
It's thick.
There you go.
It's milky. It's creamy. It's fruity. It's good. And at the festival, they were rimming it with Fruit Loop cereal.
Oh, wow. It tastes like if you were like just drinking the Fruit Loops.
Cereal milk, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Totally. Very good. Very good. Well done by Fourscore.
Yeah.
And Ingenious. I've had some Ingenious stuff we really liked. I think we had them on the pod before.
Texas, yeah.
Got them in some Tavor boxes. So
Nice.
They make some good stuff, too.
And again, if you know what's going on with Fourscore, it's at Fourscore Brewing on all social media, Facebook and Twitter. I think on Instagram, too. For sure on Instagram. Everyone's on Instagram. We're on Instagram, at DKNWTB@gmail.com. So, Adam, while we sip on this delicious beer from Fourscore,
It's very good.
very much so, I have to announce how proud I am to be sitting next to my best friend and the champion, because he's a motherfucking champion. Adam Bashline took home gold.
You told me to dress like I'm dressing like a champion.
Yeah.
This is how they do it.
That's what this is? For life.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, I'm coming for you. Yeah, man. I'm taking these. These are really small for my head. So I'm taking those off.
But yeah, you took. Let's talk about.
Yeah, we took home the gold for dark British beer.
Yeah,
for the trash competition. A lot of great breweries out there. We talked a little bit about me filling in to judge on the first session.
Yeah.
Then the award ceremony hit. Fifth season one, like we featured, I believe, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, they're sours.
With Brutiful on here. So yeah, great time. Met some new friends. Got to hang out and drink beer all day.
Wonderful.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
And it's leading to a collab with Leaning Cask Brewing.
Wonderful.
That will, I assume, be on draft and maybe I think they talked about doing cans as well out of their tap room, but it will also be at the National Homebrew Convention.
Oh, nice.
This is the whole reason we're doing it.
And that's the Dark Roots,
to serve
right?
it there. It'll be a version of our Dark Roots.
Okay.
We're working on a collab. It's scaling way up to a 10-barrel system. So we're going to alter some things, but it will be an oatmeal stout.
Nice. Good.
That we're actually collabing on. It's not
wonderful.
just
It's not just the
standing
Dark
there.
Roots.
Yeah. It's not just my beer on a bigger system. It's not just me standing there while they brew their oatmeal stout. We're putting our minds together. We're going to come up with something
I was ready to say,
very good.
You've gone quite beyond standing there and throwing rice hulls into a
here and there. I mean, I get to do some fun stuff.
Yeah, Penn Brewery. That was cool.
They let me do stuff.
Yeah, let you do a lot of stuff.
Just chopping peppers.
It was awesome.
But yeah, it should be fun. I'm happy it's Leaning Cask. They're known for their English styles. I mean, they have a very English pub atmosphere at their place with that style of beer.
Mm-hmm.
So winning that category, I think it's a good match.
Absolutely.
And they make great beers. And they name all their beers after dogs.
Which is after your heart.
Which we love dogs here in the Jojitorium, of course. It's named after dogs.
Wonderful.
So I'm psyched.
Yeah.
Psyched.
Cool.
We'll be up there the Saturday after you're listening to this, to brew it. So
wonderful. Yeah, and so if you want what's going on with Leaning Cask, they are at Leaning Cask Brewing, and that's on Instagram and Twitter. And you can actually get their cans all over the place. They're in the Market District, Giant Eagles, and you can also get them in Mike's Beer Barn. They're down there as well.
Strawberry wiggle butt.
That's our dude. That is the night we time traveled. We kept having that strawberry basil. Oh, delicious. So Adam, you talked about Fourscore being at the best brunch ever, fueled by hops. How'd that go for you?
It was a lot of fun. We had a good time. It was nice to get our first festival under our belt in 2021. Or wait, are we in 2022?
2022, buddy. It's okay. So just so you guys
It's been
know,
a weird time. Our first festival in 2022.
Yeah. Also, peek behind the curtain. We just did live stream for The Cure, and we ate spiked hot sauce popcorn. So we're still trying to shake the cobwebs off of that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm also, in my work life, I'm also working on stuff for 2023. So my whole
You don't know
the
where you're
years are all blending together.
Is it accurate to say you are traveling back to the future?
You know what? Let's get in that DeLorean, baby.
You trying to bang your mom?
No.
Love you, Patty.
It's Peggy, you hot sauce laden.
I know.
Just doxed my mom.
That's what I do. So, talk about the brunch, man. I didn't get to go. I had some things I had to take care of. So, you actually got to go there and check out some of the stuff. Fourscore was there. Were there other breweries there that were really holding it down?
Yeah, thankfully we were kind of like in this little alcove off to the side. and we were back in there serving right next to Full Pint and Hitchhiker. So it was a really cool time for us. Then 2 down from us was Log Yard out of Kane, PA. That
Wonderful.
We've had.
By God, it's Kane.
That we've had. We featured their beer on the podcast before. Who else was back in our little corner there? Tattered Flag.
Nice.
And their new brewing adventure, Ya Brew, which is like a 90s retro brewing thing. Their jockey box was a Little Tykes toy box over there.
That's so cool.
Over their jockey box, which is freaking cool. And so we had a bunch of adjuncty stuff down our way. Mondays was there. Arboretum Trail was there, serving some of their best. Arboretum Trail Ben, who we had on the podcast, actually did a candy bacon barley wine. It was really
barley
good.
wine?
Yeah, I had too much of that.
Yeah.
Abjuration brought some sick stuff out. I mean, a bunch of friends of the podcast. And then we got to make really good friends with one of my favorite breweries that I've never gotten to serve next to, but I've traveled to get their beer many times. Magic City.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Brought home a hat and a lot of swag from them. And then another brewery that we'll talk about in the second half of the podcast.
Wonderful. We'll keep that little secret right now so we can go ahead and
But
feature
good time.
everybody.
Of course, an after party broke out down here in the Jojitorium.
Yeah.
Didn't go to bed till 4:30 in the morning. Sunday was a mess.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
And that's the
was a
benefit,
good
too.
time.
When we tell you guys about these times that we're out there pouring beers for you, sometimes you might get that little lanyard, come back to the Jojitorium, get a little sneak peek of some other stuff.
Yeah, and a big thanks to Hop Farm. They hosted the
huge,
event.
yeah.
It was wonderful. During our lunch break in between sessions, I tried to go, purchase some beer. Help out the fest. And it was on the house for people that were working that
that's
day.
so nice, dude.
Very nice of them. I will.
How
be
many-
patronizing the tap room soon and making up for that though.
How many profundos did you try to
I just
consume?
had one. I mean, I think the first I would have insisted on paying if I had more than one.
yeah.
But I did get the profundo.
So good. So good. If you like Italian Pilsner, it's it's the best in the city. Yeah, wonderful, man. And then I heard great things about your beer from other people, other patrons that I directed to go to the festival. I heard great things about you guys. And also, too, you sent me a picture to let me know that if I would have actually worked there that day, I would have died because Hitchhiker had triple shakes.
Yeah. And it was literally in an ice bath reaching distance from our
I would've
jockey
died.
box. Yeah,
I would've died.
You would have crushed yourself.
I was like, another one.
And Andy would have been totally fine just handing you cans. You know
100%. Yeah.
that. But yeah, it was a great time. Got to serve next to some really cool people. Met some really cool people, the people that attended. Got some great feedback on the beers.
Cool.
Kicked some kegs, which is always
That's
the goal.
always the goal. Yeah.
Had a good time. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we are back in the Jojitorium, and as you know, Adam, there's a lot going on in the world of combat sports right now. Tons of stuff. But right now, what we got to touch on real quick before we go into some other AEW news is the Owen Hart Cup predictions, because we are entering some of the semifinals as well as wrapping up the quarterfinals. So by the time you hear this, I believe that some of these matches may have wrapped up, but we're just going to go ahead and kind of take our picks and see if we can make some predictions here. So the outstanding matches in the Owen Hart Cup for the women's side, Toni Storm and Britt Baker are going to go at it, and Ruby Soho and Chris Statlander are going to go at it. So first and foremost, let's look at a great matchup here with Toni Storm and Britt Baker, the pride of Pittsburgh. I'm telling you right now, that's going to be, usually the way these things work, the final doesn't live up to one of the matches leading up to it. This is it. I think Toni Storm v. Britt Baker, DMD, is going to be the best match in the tournament, and the finals will not live up to it.
I can't disagree with that. And it's really hard for me to pick a winner on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think since Britt just dropped the belt, they're probably going to move her on. But Toni Storm's that shiny new toy
Yep.
that also needs a push.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're going to do. But I'm going to say it's going to be Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho in the finals.
I'm going to challenge you. I think it's going to be Toni Storm and Chris Statlander in the end there, because I think Britt Baker's on a collision course with Jamie Hayter. I feel that that needs to be an implosion, and they don't need a belt to make that.
Well, there's no belt here. It's just going to be the cup.
Well, there's a rumor here that there are belts made for this tournament.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well, that
going to
makes
be
sense.
like the Impact or the AEW Diamond Ring.
Okay.
So you get to carry it for a year. So there's also other belts. We'll get into this later too about other belts possibly be coming into play here. But I think Toni Storm getting a good push over Britt Baker to put Britt Baker in a feud with Jamie Hayter makes sense. And I think Chris Statlander with her new gimmick going over Ruby Soho to put Ruby Soho into a program with Nyla Rose makes a lot of sense.
That's all good and well, but let me tell you why I'm better than you, and you know it.
You put your glasses back on.
You know what? I will.
Okay.
Britt Baker's the best heel out of these four.
Absolutely.
The only heel, right? So it'd be kind of good. Is Statlander technically a heel now? Or she's just wearing
know.
dark clothes?
I think she's the anti-hero.
Yeah, she's whatever. She's not making it to the finals. Britt Baker is the heel. So
Yeah.
you need the biggest face you can get in the other match. Chris Statlander was a auxiliary player that was plugged in. She was an alternate because of an injury.
Right.
So it's Ruby Soho.
Yeah.
And that's why it makes sense.
It does make sense
And
that
you
way.
know it.
My way makes more sense though because Toni
Yeah, we'll
Storm
see. We'll see come
needs. She's too
Wednesday.
new. She needs a big push. She needs a big push. She's gonna get it. Either way, I think
We'll
though.
see.
I think either way that we're picking that, you're gonna get a good finals out of that. But
I do, but I think Toni Storm, Britt Baker's,
that's gonna be the match to
true-
watch.
Yeah.
So we move on to the male side here. We have Samoa Joe taking on Kyle O'Reilly, and I already have a feeling who you would like to pick in this match. So I'm going to go ahead and say Samoa Joe is going to move on, so I can hear how you would.
To fight Adam Cole, baby.
Yeah.
And that'll be the final then, right? This is
Yes.
going to the final. We already know Adam Cole's in there
Yes,
after he beat Jeff Hardy. So
he stumbled a lot.
yeah, he sure did. He's a stumbly bumbly guy here in AEW.
Oh, he's
That wellness policy is not quite what it was.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, I'm definitely picking my boy Kyle O'Reilly. I don't want to see the Undisputed Era Elite implode this early, but it'll be a good match.
The reason,
And they did the injury angle with Samoa Joe.
They did.
Which is the real reason I'm picking Kyle O'Reilly.
yeah, I think that Samoa Joe going over will help out eventually when Kenny Omega and the Bucks start the dissension with the Ultimate Elite. That needs to happen, and I think if you put Kyle O'Reilly against Adam Cole too soon, that you're going to start their breakup a little too quickly. You need to have that Red Dragon and Adam Cole intact, so they can actually. You need the trios, which we'll talk about that here, but you need more established trios. And I think putting Kyle O'Reilly against Adam Cole too soon is going to break that.
I don't completely disagree with that. I'm just not sure why they did the injury angle with Samoa Joe's arm this week then.
I think
That seems weird.
because I think he's going to lose in the finals, and I think
That makes sense.
he's going to go into a program with Jay Lethal.
that would be cool. As long
Yeah.
as they keep that NBA player out of it.
Yeah,
Did
whatever.
you see him try to step over the rope this week and his balls
Terrible.
got stuck?
Yeah. Understandably so. He probably has a huge package and just getting stuck.
But
on
he's also, his legs just aren't quite long enough to do that spot.
He's like, I'm Diesel. You're
he's
not Diesel.
But he forced it. He almost freaking castrated himself.
Hey, Gordon, look, I'm Diesel from 95. No, you're not.
Hey, Gordon, remember when Psycho Sid did this?
I remember when he broke his fucking leg. That's exactly what that looked like.
By the way, can we just do a status check? You already finished your beer.
It's so good.
And I still have that much left.
It's so good. Thank you, Fourscore, for what you've done. So, Adam, since we've kind of established our Owen Hart Cup predictions, let's move on to AEW Double or Nothing preview and predictions, because that's coming up about a week or so here, right? May 29th?
Yes, 1 week from when you're listening to this podcast.
Yes. So, we're going to go through the card as it is set so far, and we'll see what we can come up with for some predictions here. One of the most anticipated tag teams that we never knew we wanted, Hookhausen, which is Hook and Danhausen, taking on Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. Here's what I'll say. Divided, I love all these characters. Love them. All together, train wreck. I don't want to watch this match because the only two people I want to see actually hook horns here is Hook and Tony Nese.
Right.
And that's what I think is going to happen.
You basically have their two managers involved on the side.
Quintessentially. And I hope that the writing and the creative is smart enough, and I think they will be, to kind of have Danhausen and Sterling kind of like lock each other up so to let Hook and Tony Nese go at
it. Yeah. It should be a decent match as soon as you get the goofy, gimmicky stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when Danhausen could wrestle. But
Yeah.
Clearly now he's in the manager role.
I remember too.
Yeah. So
Now he's just cursing people and not doing anything with it.
Yeah, I totally see Hookhausen winning this.
Yeah.
Keep Hook's push established. But hopefully they make Tony Nese look like a competitor. Like
I
not
think
a
they
complete
will.
squash. And this is on the buy-in, right? The pre-show. So
I believe so. And I think, too, what will be nice.
something else will probably be added to that pre-show.
I
week.
believe so. It's
See what it is.
probably a female match, I would say.
It'd be nice. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's Hirsch? Where's she been?
She's injured.
Nah, there you go.
Hirsch is hurt.
My bad. I would like to see
I think
eventually,
she banged
too,
up her leg.
if you took Hook and Tony Nese and somehow injected them into the TNT title race, because I'm sick and tired of seeing Sammy Guevara.
Well, he's out of it too now, right?
No.
It's all
back. He's all back in it, man.
Oh,
It's
I thought he hurt his neck.
nah, he's in there causing trauma.
But Scorpio's the champ, right?
Scorpio's guy's the champ for now.
Is he even on? Why is he not on the card yet? That's something we need to do.
Yeah.
Where's our TNT title match?
Let's get that on there. So we move on to the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament final, and we kind of went back there. We said, and right now it's Adam Cole taking on the winner of Kyle O'Reilly and Samoa Joe. We both are divided on this.
I was kind of being a contrarian. I agree with you. I think it'll probably be Samoa Joe,
I think Adam Cole's going to go over.
but I think Adam Cole's going to
Yeah.
go over as well.
So I
I'm
think
with
we-
you on that one.
Yeah, we can agree that definitely for sure that Adam Cole's going to go over on that one, because I think at this point Adam Cole needs that last push. He's definitely got the heat that he needs, and him. The thing I love, I think you said it before, when he was mimicking Shawn Michaels during the Owen Hart Cup quarters, I was in love with that.
Yeah, he was mimicking Shawn Michaels while Dax was
Bret
mimicking
Hart.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Dax is a hell of a singles wrestler, by the way.
He sure is.
I
He's
was
definitely proven
really,
that.
I was really impressed by him. So we're going to go on to the women's Owen Hart Cup tournament final, and it's all to be determined at this point. But I still think I'm going to hold on true to Tony Storm and Chris Statlander going at it, and I'm going to pick Tony Storm to go over.
Yeah. Again, you're picking wrong. The glasses are back on because I'm better than you. It's going to
You
be
know it.
It's going to be Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Although a winner out of those two is tough to pick. I'm going to lean with our hometown girl, Britt Baker, though.
Yeah, if I had to pick, if Britt Baker's in the match, I'm always going to pick her, except for when she goes against Tony Storm. Because not that I think Britt Baker isn't better than Tony Storm, but I think Tony Storm needs the push more than Britt Baker, because Britt Baker can do anything she wants to right now, and it's hot. It's all, dude. She wrestled as a face. When we went and saw her, she wrestled as a face.
Oh, in Pittsburgh, she's a face.
Yeah, she wrestled straight face the whole time, so she can do whatever she wants. Heel, face, anti-hero, whatever she wants to do.
Kick some ass.
She'll. If Britt Baker's in that match, Britt Baker goes over, but I still think it's Tony Storm and Chris Statlander.
She's taking the cup. She's in the match. She's taking the cup. You're wrong. The glasses will prove you wrong. Next.
Well, glasses, McGee. Let's go on to the singles match for the AEW World's Women's Championship. We got Thunder Rosa, the incoming champion, taking on Serena Deeb, who cut a hell of a promo this last Wednesday, calling out everyone who didn't believe in her, including Dustin Rhodes.
Yeah. Your jobber boy got slapped in the face.
He took one hard.
He's losing to everybody lately.
Shut up, man. You know, I was actually really excited. I was like, oh, shit, what if he rolls her up real quick and gets a win? So
Oh, then I'd have to drink
Yep.
What do I have to do? Drink Seagrams on the
drink
pod?
cum, I don't know.
Boy, hell no. Definitely didn't agree to that.
Dustin Rhodes, load.
I believe we'll go back and research it, but there was some punishment. I think I was drinking
Semen.
No, I think I was drinking something less awful than that, but awful.
The Seagrams and semen are very close to each other, depending on where it's coming
Oh, it's like a good 7 and 7.
Yes.
Anyway, for this match, I'm not even going to think about that because Dustin's never winning on Dynamite anyway.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm going to stick with Thunder Rosa on this. I think this might be. You can batter me if you want. This might be match of the night because Serena Deeb is super capable. It should be a great match, like you said. That great promo she put out, definitely gets you invested in this program.
Yeah.
But the Thunder Rosa just got the belt. I don't think they're gonna make her transitional champion.
Yeah, it's too soon. I think
I think
you have,
Deeb will get it eventually, but not yet.
for sure. Deeb has a lot of in-ring skill, and Thunder Rosa has a lot of grit. And I think, like you said, Thunder Rosa is still too new at the belt, and they are really protecting the men's and women's championship belts.
This is tough for me because like if Deeb was going against any other babyface woman on the roster, I would pick Deeb. Yeah, but I can't pick against Thunder Rosa.
Nah. I think Thunder Rosa is just still a little too new with the belt that she's not going to be able to give it up right now.
Nah.
Tony Khan's smart when he protects those belts. He's not as smart with the TNT belt, which I wish he would put more effort into.
Nah, let's just keep hopping that between somebody I really care about and somebody I hate.
I can't do it, man. I'm like,
just keep hopping that off of Scorpio Sky, who should just hold it forever.
He should be with that for a year, man. He should be healing the shit
Give him
out of
at
everybody.
least till.
Well, he had a good turn whenever Ethan Page. Why?
at least until you get to the pay-per-view of the fall.
Yeah, to have that big pop for the loss.
But let's get a TNT match on the damn card. Right?
Yeah. Well, so if you could put Scorpio Sky against anybody right now for the TNT title on this pay-per-view, who would you pick?
Man, is that tough?
That's a tough
loaded. Well, I think he's been in the picture before. I don't know if he's held the title before. Darby Allin.
He's had it. Yeah, he had it for a while.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think those two going
He
at it
won it
would
off
be
of
cool.
Cody Rhodes the first time.
Oh, that's right.
Second time.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool
Yeah.
as a baby face on the roster.
I'd like that. I'd like
I'm
that.
trying to think of somebody they just brought in that might be cool, but I can't think of it.
You know how I want to hold gold? I want to see hold gold so bad. John Silver, Johnny Hungy.
That would be cool.
I would really.
I'd watch that.
He'd be a fun fighting champion to see with that TNT belt.
I'd watch
and
that.
if they're treating it the way they are, why not put it on John Silver? It'd be fun. Give him like a 6-month run where he's just like suplexing the shit out of people. I think it'd be a good idea. That's just me though. All right, Adam. We're looking at the AEW World Championship with Hangman Adam Page, your man crush, going against the best in the world, CM Punk. I am taking CM Punk to dethrone the Cowboy because it's time for CM Punk to hold this belt.
Going back to your last point though, also Wheeler Yuta would be a good.
Oh, yeah. But he has that ROH Pure Championship.
Oh, that's right. He already
which
got
I don't think they're let him double up.
You're
They-
right.
They need
You're
him to
right.
push ROH.
I'm out on that. Back to CM Punk
Yeah.
Hangman. I am with you for the first time in his illustrious career. I am going against Adam Page.
Yeah.
I think his time with the title is done.
Yep.
It's simmering. It's on a simmering, not quite boil, down from when he won it. I don't know what to blame that on.
He didn't have a good run, man.
It was not a good run.
No.
But CM Punk.
Dare I say it,
Best in the world.
Kenny Omega was a better champion than Hangman.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you. You're
you-
right.
I thank you. Fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. So moving on
No, I
to
gotta take the glasses off. You made a good point. there.
that's what I'm here for, to take glasses
I
off.
hated
of people.
I hated his damn run, but
I know.
Well, who did Cowboy beat on the last pay per view? Adam Page. Yeah,
Adam Page, yeah.
Whew. His matches against Daniel Bryan were probably the highlight.
Yeah.
but that Page, the Tale of Two Adams was not
Not
good.
as good as it could have been.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Jurassic Express taking on Team Taz, taking on Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Whose house?
Swerve's house.
That's right. And we're going to look at the three-way tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. And I know for the love of everything that's holy, you hope Jurassic Express can lose these belts.
Don't care who wins. Just want to care. I just care about who's losing the belts.
Correct. And I'm with you on this one because that, again, much like Adam Page's run as a champion, I'm not invested in Jurassic Express. I want to see Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland take these belts.
I'm good. I'll agree with you on that.
Yes.
I think Team Taz is going to be doing some other stuff. I know Ricky Starks is I've heard rumors he's kind of in a contract dispute. So I don't think they're going to put more gold on him.
Nope.
Sadly, I think he's great. I think Powerhouse Hobbs has come a long way too.
Yeah.
Seeing him and Keith Lee square off always gets me cheering though.
Absolutely.
So that's cool. But yeah, I can only echo what you said about Jurassic Express. I just don't care. Jungle Boy's character is too goofy. Luchasaurus sucks, and I don't want them to be a team anymore.
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping this kind of rolls into a Christian versus Jungle Boy. Maybe just call him Jack Perry from now on the program.
Now, here's my pitch to you. Christian helps Jungle Boy turn on Luchasaurus.
No.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Check me out. Christian is then the heel manager for a heel Jungle Boy and he goes into a program with Luchasaurus, dismantles him, and moves on to the singles.
Can he get like a cool street urban gimmick, and they'll call him Jungle Juice Boy?
So on to the next match.
Just comes out with bottles of Everclear and cranberry juice.
Catch up, bitches.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that.
No?
Because I just want to see him go against Christian and Luchasaurus be completely out of the picture until his contract expires.
They're gonna have to slowly work
then
him
he goes
out.
away.
I think what you're saying will happen down the road, but I think the logical step is to have Christian be the heel manager to a heel Jungle Boy going against Luchasaurus.
I don't know. I think you would have to turn Luchasaurus heel.
No.
He's the bigger guy.
He's
then you
too-
got the David and Goliath thing going.
He's too gimmicky.
Yeah, but he comes back as Caneosaurus, and he puts a cane mask on because he wants to be Kane.
God, it's Kane.
He wants to be Kane anyway.
He wants to be Kane.
He wants to be Kung Fu Kane because he throws all those kicks.
He's not good at them.
He's not good.
No.
He's not good at anything except painting his tongue green.
Which he's not even good at that.
Okay, the Bushwhackers did that. Get the fuck into the back of the line. You fucking jobber. Oh, maybe him and Dustin Rhodes could form a tag team called the Ultimate Jobbers.
Yeah. And
Oh, no, the prehistoric jobbers because they're both old and suck.
Wow.
I'm filled with
You're
ideas.
full. Like, I can't give you any more sugary beer because this is what happens.
Dude, this is really
It's got.
hyping me up, brother. I feel like the Macho Man.
Oh my God. So, Adam, we're going to move on to the last match. It's actually confirmed for Double or Nothing right now.
Sure is.
It's Jericho Appreciation Society going against Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, baby.
Hey.
Santana Ortiz, Blackpool Combat Club, which includes Bryan Danielson, Jon Moxley, and we have Mr. William Regal. This is going to be a match that nobody thought they wanted, and it's going to end up being pretty good. It's not going to be the best match of the night, but it's going to be pretty good.
I like your optimism.
Whenever you
That's the
start,
word I
when
was
you put all
looking
your eggs in the Jericho basket, that's where you start thinking the match is going to suck. A lot of young.
Sometimes they do.
There's a lot of young talent.
Blood and guts.
I know. Trust me. I'm still trying to wipe it.
Hey, Gordon, see that pile of cardboard?
You want to go through that? I think at this point, you have to see some of the younger guys like Matt Maynard, Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia. Like, those guys have to get a push, and this is their opportunity here. Because if you really see 2.0 mix it up with Santana or Ortiz, that's going to be a really cool matchup. And I think letting Kingston and Jericho kind of fight off to the side and having their highlights in this match is going to be a good idea. But you're really going to have an opportunity to take some of the young talent and elevate them, which I know there's a criticism to Jericho to at times burying young talent. But if you look at the last Stadium Stampede, he let Sammy Guevara shine.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't bury them, but he always like forces himself in storylines with the hottest, young talent.
I know.
And look at what that did for Orange Cassidy.
God, I'm
But I
aggressive.
agree. Like, if you're not using this match to get Matt, Angelo Parker, and Daniel Garcia up the card, you're fucking up.
You got to get them elevated, and you got to get Santana and Ortiz back into the tag team picture. And I think this match is going to do that. I think it's going to allow Jon Moxley, who's already established, and then
Hopefully he just beats the crap out of Jake Hager.
You know for a fact William Regal was going to punch Chris Jericho in the face.
I hope so.
It's going to be glorious. So I'm actually going to take the Jericho Association.
I'm going with Blackpool and Kingston's group.
I think
because I can't pick against Kingston. You traitor! You're wearing his shirt and you're picking against him.
The only reason why I'm picking against him so he gets a singles match.
You traitor!
I'm not a traitor.
You're also picking wrong.
Just realistic.
The champ. Champ knows.
From Buckle to Bell and Bellator back, the boys bring you the best wrestling news in the biz. So, Adam, Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out on Raw. The reigning, defending women's tag team champs walked out on Raw on the 16th.
Threw their belts down on Johnny Laryngitis' desk and walked out.
They said, fuck your sexist bullshit. We're not working with Doudrop and Nikki ASH, which Nikki's husband lost his mind, saying there's no way that they were mad, that Sasha Banks and Naomi were mad that they were going to wrestle an unsafe match with Doudrop and Nikki.
I've heard that too. Yeah. I don't think that was the case. I think that was it's all alleged, but I don't think that part's true. Yeah.
That's a cover up. The other report had a six-pack challenge with Naomi winning by pinning Sasha Banks, effectively dismantling their team. So Naomi would take on Bianca Belair in Hell in a Cell on June 5th.
And lose.
So basically break up your winning tag team to take on a champion that you will lose to.
And I also heard that then Sasha was going to go face, who's got the belt, Ronda or Charlotte? Ronda, yeah.
And
lose.
Yeah, Charlotte's off for a while. Yeah, she'll lose that too. It's not an all-around good spot for them. And Wrestling Godfather Dave Meltzer reported that support from the back showed no sympathy for Banks and actually has superstars talking negatively about Banks, which has slowly been debunked to a degree.
Yeah, I mean, this is also isn't her first temper tantrum, so like I can see that happening. Like, I don't know.
Poor Corey Graves got the brunt of it too, because here's the thing about Corey Graves. He has Vince McMahon in his ear.
Yeah.
So Vince McMahon wants to make you sound like shit when you do these kind of things. So he's going to tell Corey Graves, you say this.
And it's Corey Graves' job to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting any heat on Corey Graves. And I've seen it on other wrestling podcasts. Maybe you would say lesser wrestling podcasts where they're like, oh, everybody's just freaking out because it's women doing it. And I'm like, no, when Stone Cold packed up his ball and went home, everybody fucking bitched about, like, everybody was upset about that when he didn't want to lose to Brock.
Yeah.
When Shawn Michaels did it, everybody got mad. Like, it's this much heat for this week.
Yep.
If people still care this much about it in 2 months, then yeah, maybe it's because they were women. But at this point, they walked out on a live show. That's news, and it's getting the buzz it gets.
And also, too, if you want to see what happens when a superstar decides to go against the grain, you get Shawn Michaels versus Vader when he legitimately stomped Vader's head. Yeah. Or you get Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan when he oversold everything.
My favorite, because I hate Hulk.
So we also got some reports here that Roman Reigns will remain full-time with WWE. There was an initial report here where he was going to go part-time and not be a part of major storylines, but that is now debunked, where Roman Reigns will actually be full-time and he'll play a part leading up to WrestleMania with The Rock as his alleged opponent before he then goes part-time.
Bummer.
Yeah.
I could go for some part-time Roman Reigns. Can I add a story onto the Sasha Banks and Naomi walking out?
Sure.
One more female walked out of WWE this week.
Yeah.
Breaking news today. Stephanie McMahon, no longer in her role as, Chief Branding Officer?
Yeah.
She's out. She's stepping down. Nick Khan, not Tony Khan, not related to Tony Khan, is taking over her space, as well as he's also the man that took over for Triple H's space when he left for his cardiac event.
Coincidence?
I don't think so. I saw a great meme today where it's Nick Khan on the left and like the Mortal Kombat tower, and he already beat Triple H, and now he beat Steph, and he's coming up on Vince.
Vince, you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, you don't stand a chance against Nick Khan.
I think Disney is slowly creeping.
So yeah,
in.
big news. She reportedly says she's just stepping away to take time with her family, and she'll be back, but who knows what the real...
What a great built-in excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I respect...
Not only that, but Shane also is gone, too. Oh. So, like, yeah, the McMahons are just...
Shane got fired. Stephanie decided to just step away. You know what I mean? How about MJF not re-signing with AEW?
Yeah, this is making big news this week
really
for
is.
some reason, even though his contract's not up till 2024.
I think because all the reports I read, he wants to re-sign right now. He wants to extend his contract now, and he knows what he's worth. And I think what's really happening here, and this is really an indictment on WWE, I think that at this point, they're tampering with that AEW contract. Someone's feeding him numbers.
You would hope so, because otherwise it's really short-sighted of him to want to renegotiate without going into free agency. I don't know how underpaid he feels like he is. I don't know what he makes. I know what he deserves to make.
Yeah.
But if AEW is going to give him that, I guess re-sign if you're that unhappy with what you're making. But now go ahead and, I don't know, ask for forgiveness, not for permission. Get those WWE numbers if you can.
Yeah.
Or just wait. If you're okay getting paid, wait till 2024, become a free agent, see what both sides have to offer, take the deal you want.
Right. And this all stems from his inflammatory statements he made when he was being interviewed by Ariel Helwani when he started talking about numbers and figures and wanting to be the biggest wrestler in the world, which he's already.
Because he should.
Yeah, he's a millionaire in his early 20s, so it's not like he's not doing the greatest job he possibly can as a young wrestler. But do you think that he would be as big as Cody Rhodes right now if he did jump ship to WWE?
Not as big initially. They're definitely going to put him through the paces for a little while.
Yeah.
But he would get there, I think.
I think so,
Speaking
too.
of which, we forgot to cover his match for Double or Nothing with Wardlow.
Oh, War Pig. Yeah.
I think MJF's going to win.
Yeah. I think he is, too.
I was like, wait, we didn't cover that.
Yeah.
It didn't make our chart.
My bad.
That's
but
all right.
yeah, he's going to go over because that's going to put Wardlow a continued program with MJF, and there's going to be a big
Until
payout.
MJF can beat CM Punk for the belt.
Yeah.
Way down the road.
Way
That's
down the road.
that's my wishful thinking, folks.
I'll tell you about a match I did see that I really, really enjoyed this past week was Kyle O'Reilly and Ray Phoenix. Incredible match.
One of the best matches I've ever seen. Kyle O'Reilly is the best in-ring competitor AEW has. Maybe in all of wrestling right now.
Yeah.
Nobody can beat him. He's killer. Not only that, but then he broke Sting's leg at the end of the show.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And
After he took that chair shot like a champ. Crumple physics were back. Did you see when Sting threw the chair? Hit Kyle O'Reilly in the head and he just fell over like a sack of spuds, man. He is the best.
He really is. He's a refreshing signing to AEW because I think they needed someone with his ilk to take on people like Ray Phoenix, who's a daredevil incarnate. Great
and somebody
match
that can
here.
sell for somebody like as shitty as Luchasaurus.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And speaking of shitbirds, Alistair Overeem is set to make his pro wrestling debut. He's going to wrestle Braun Strowman at a WES event that will see the return of not only Lana, but Nia Jax, Oh My Hole, will be back in the ring.
What is this wrestling promotion and where can I get tickets?
It'll be on Fight TV if you want it, and I think it's 2 weekends from now. But Overeem has already been interviewed, and he has reported that pro wrestling now, currently, is lame. Several times he says this, like too many times, because he has no idea what he's saying. He also goes, and this is his words, not mine, he calls it gay several times, because in 2022, when we don't like something, we use that word.
When Alistair Overeem doesn't like something, he uses that word. Look at this. He's literally the definition of a meathead.
Yeah, 100%. His neck is thicker than his forehead, and he talks out of his ass. If you want to read the interview, I believe it's on Sportskeeda. You can see the breakdown of it, and I tell you right now, you're going to need a cup of coffee because you're either going to get put to sleep by how boring it is, or you're going to be so enraged you need energy to run it off by how many times he uses gay slurs and the inability to get past the words lame and gay.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Can we just move the Ric Flair return to this event and I can just buy a ticket?
I would love that.
I would go for all of that.
Yeah.
Just a big old train wreck show. Nia Jax is clearly going to break Lana's neck.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman's going to choo-choo around the ring, and then Ric Flair is just going to...
No, Braun Strowman's the Joker now. You didn't see that?
I did see that.
What doesn't kill you, just makes you stranger.
I can't believe WWE ever paid that clown $1 million.
He's a choo-choo train.
He's a choo-choo train.
Before we go into a break for ads, Adam, did you know that the Red Ranger is being sued?
Yes, he's not being sued. He's being brought up on charges.
Oh,
of fraud.
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Charges of fraud.
Criminal charges. The Red Ranger, ironically, the Red Ranger went white collar.
There's no tiger saving your ass.
Nah, you better call up Tommy.
Jason, calm down, man. So before Rita jumps in here and takes all of our money away from us, we are going to break away for some ads, and we do have some cool sponsors. So if you want to support us, you support sponsors. When you support them, you support us. When you support us, we bring you some pretty cool stuff. So we're going to see you on the other side.
Love you, Pink Ranger.
Hello, everyone. This is Brendan from the Unchefed podcast. Each week on Unchefed, we unpack a topic regarding the politics and history of our plates in the hope of becoming better eaters. That's Unchefed, available now on your preferred podcast network.
Nice ink, Adam.
Yeah, I got your name on my ass.
I was talking about your forearm, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been taking care of it.
Yeah, it looks great, man. What are you using?
I'm using Lucky 13's tattoo cleanser and healing ointment. This ointment is incredibly fresh and invigorating. It effectively removes all surface oils and dirt while not dehydrating your new tattoo.
Dude, I actually got some of Lucky 13's tattoo balm. It's all natural, not oily, and applies easily. The balm improved my color and definition, and the vibrance on this ink makes it look like it's brand new.
Oh yeah, man. I found their products after taking their online quiz, and it pointed me in the right direction.
Hey, guess what? And right now, if you use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order from their site.
From the first line of your tattoo to the first year of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13 has you covered to keep that ink looking fresh.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like, because again, when you support our sponsors, you support us, and when you support us, you're bringing some pretty cool stuff.
Buy it.
So, Adam, we are in round 2. You brought some delicious beers.
Did.
Put that all together. We call it round 2 beers. What we got?
Round 2 beers. I got another feature from the brunch, the Best Brunch Ever Festival, an out-of-state beer from Front Porch Brewing in Connecticut, Wallingford, Connecticut. I know it was Connecticut. I had to look at my phone for
Good
a
old
second.
CT.
It's called When I Rest, I Rust.
Nice.
And it is a dry hopped German style Pilsner with some Mandarina Bavaria hops in the dry hop, which should come off a little orangey from my experience. But hold on, sound effect.
So smooth.
Fun fact about this brewery I found out by talking to the lady that was pouring for them. I don't know if she was, I think she might have been their brewer too. I didn't get to talk to her for long enough. But they're in a group up in New England with friends of the podcast, Abomination Brewing. And our good buddy Josh, who sadly couldn't make it to the festival this weekend. He got a bit of the COVIDs, so he had to He had to stay up. He had to stay up in New England. We missed him though. We missed you, Joshy. Hopefully, we get to catch up with you soon.
Absolutely.
But let's pour this out and give it a try.
So while you're pouring that out, Front Porch Brewing can be found on all social media as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The can art is really cool on this one. The robot, I love this kind of stuff, like the degradative art, especially like it's kind of like Civilization Lost a little bit.
Yeah, and we got like every piece of merch they brought, we bought some of. They actually had like old school, like those $2 cigarette lighters. They put their artwork on some of those.
That's cool.
I got a sweet T-shirt from them. I think my wife also did. And we got a support your local girl gang little pendant that's now in the Jojitorium, because we are definitely trying to promote everything in women and beer.
This is really soft.
I didn't even try it yet. I was too busy talking.
That's the best way I can describe it. It's soft. It's good, though. Good.
SAWFT.
You can't teach that.
That is soft. Oh, I definitely get the dry hop.
Yeah.
So I didn't get all the subtleties of this beer when I had it on Saturday because I had
a lot of
15 beers before it. But this is very nice.
Yeah.
Really
I like
enjoying it.
It's subtle. Not a lot of over.
Yeah.
It doesn't attack you. It's a nice, easy drinker.
And looking at their catalog, it looks like one of their more normal beers. It looks like they do a lot of like the fruited sours and stuff
adjuncty
very
stuff.
well. Yeah. So I mean, much like Abominations.
Much like Bash Brew.
Much like who's just cream ailing all summer long.
Just cream ailing the shit out this place. So Adam, I did put it out there for Social Media Smackdown in round 2 here, and I asked our listeners, what brewery should we feature next? We had some great answers here, and I agree with a lot of these. So Coven, who we spoke about earlier.
I stopped there Wednesday.
Yeah.
And did a little wave by. They were very busy, but
Very
gave
much.
everybody a little wave and visited.
Glad to see it. They are just overwhelmed right now.
They're now releasing cans. They had a good crowd there.
It's
very
wonderful.
good crowd.
Yeah. Levity, which is great.
That'll be a road trip.
Absolutely. We will. To Indiana, PA. That'd be a great road trip for us. Yingling at Pottsville. Someone did that. Who did that one?
I sent that.
Yeah, you did.
That was a bit of a joke.
I know. Like, I want to make Matt giggle. And I did. I was like, ooh, Coven. Ooh, Levity. Yingling.
Should've just been wherever the fuck they brew Bush.
In a tub with Tickle. That's a moonshiner show. Golden Age, which is out there in Homestead.
Definitely have to hit them up. They
Absolutely.
are making some great freaking lagers.
That lager fest they
European
had
styles,
looked
yeah.
amazing.
Did look really cool.
Hazel Grove. It's going to be in Hazelwood.
Oh, Yeah, I know. Yeah, we will be featuring them for sure.
Yeah.
He's very active in the homebrew community.
Nice.
Right now before they open. So yes.
Yeah.
We will have him on. Probably before they open because I think they're scheduled to open next year. So.
Nice. Yeah, I'd like that. I see that they are doing some charity events, and some of their beers are going to some block parties and stuff. So
he's definitely doing his homework.
Wonderful.
He's killing it.
Smart man. Way to handle it. And then last but not least here, Fueled by Hops posted Fueled by Hops. It's not a brewery. Not a brewery at all. My response was, am I getting collab beers?
You can send us beer. I'll drink beer.
Oh, no. They'll send you good vibes. That's what I was told.
Voodoo.
No, just like you feel good.
I never feel good.
No. No, Fueled by Hops, you have all these collab beers. How about you go ahead and put them in a sixer for me?
We've had some of them.
We have had them.
I drink them before you get to them.
And guess what? I like them a lot, and I want them. I don't want thoughts and prayers. I want beers. That's what I want. So, listen, Fueled by Hops, I like you guys, but give me beer. So, out of all these ones, if you had to pick one off the rip, Adam, who would you want to see here first?
You can get to Matt's heart through his tummy.
Yeah, easily.
And his liver.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we'll definitely get to Hazel Grove eventually. Yeah. I really would like to support them even before they hit the ground running, and then, just to get their story and then help them when they open. I got to go with Coven, I think. Husband and wife, I believe.
Yes.
Owned. I know it's a couple. I just didn't want to put the
rings
on the
husband
fingers.
And wife.
Yeah. So that, that speaks to me. Golden Age got some money behind them. We'll get to them eventually. Yeah. But I think Coven, number one. And we can definitely have them on the podcast. We will have their beer on the podcast as soon as we can. Hopefully in the next couple weeks. And hopefully we get to interview them before Hop Nation USA beats us to it.
Yeah. You got to ape us before us. Damn it.
They're on their grind, man.
They really are, man. Big shout out to them. They're killing it right now.
I'm wearing their pub club shirt this week. You can't see it because we broke our camera.
We broke it. We broke a lot of stuff today. We did a live stream, got high on hot sauce, and broke stuff.
Thank goodness we broke the camera after the live stream.
Shout out to live stream for a cure. So, Adam, for a little bit of fun here, because we do like to kind of partake in wrestling culture, insults have their place in society, and some of these insults that we use towards each other are pretty funny, but there are some classic insults that have been thrown around through the decades. What I want to do with you right now is I found a bracket of insults that will really stoke the nostalgia in you. You've probably been called some of these things. I get called some of these things now.
Yeah, I'm looking down the list. I think I've been called every single one of these at some point.
So what I want to do with you right now is I seeded them, and I want to go ahead and kind of go head-to-head here to see if we can find the most nostalgic insult we can use, and we'll make it a drop or something. So we'll find the winner, and then we'll record something, make it a fun drop so we can throw it in episodes.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So these iconic insults will be pitted against each other, and we're going to pick the one that reigns supreme. So, Adam, first and foremost, dipshit versus dingus.
Well, I mean, Jake and the Dingus.
Yeah.
This episode's sponsor. I don't see that as an insult anymore.
Nope.
So, and I love saying dipshit. So dipshit moves on.
For all those reasons, I picked the same. I love
Dingus is real old school.
Dingus is. Yeah. I say that one to get giggles. Yeah. I would say, "Look, you fucking dingus," which is why I love Jake and the Dingus, because when they say it, it really just it tickles me. Like moonshiners.
Yes. Yes.
How about this one? Pussy versus dweeb.
I got called both of these insults this weekend because I put donuts in a beer from a former guest on this podcast. I think I don't know how to phrase this, so I'm just going to say it. Pussy cuts deeper. So I'm voting for pussy to move on.
I would agree with
I don't know how else to phrase that. I was trying to rephrase it in my head 13 different ways, and it just cuts deeper.
Pussy cuts deeper than dweeb.
Pussy cuts deeper. That's going to be our new T-shirt.
I've been called a dweeb a lot in my life because I wear glasses, and I have since first grade.
And you are. We're both dweebs.
Oh,
we're both
huge
nerds.
dweebs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
We do a wrestling podcast. We're dweebs.
super nerds. But I think you're right. Pussy does cut deeper. I'm called a pussy more now as an adult than I am a dweeb, so I'm going to go with pussy on this one. I think
Find that in our t-shirt shop.
Yeah. Redbubble.com.
Redbubble.com next week.
How about weenie versus weakling? Two very low rung.
Very elementary
Yes, very much
insults.
so. Elementary.
Weenie makes me laugh more, so weenie wins for me in the battle of the W's.
Weakling comes across meaner. So are we going for laughs or are we going for like...
You're right. Yeah, weakling is meaner. Weakling, you're saying that to... You're not going to call me a weenie and then try to fist fight me.
No.
But weakling, yeah. Okay, I agree. Yeah, weakling cuts deeper.
Also, weakling kind of links to other ones that we'll get into here.
Yeah.
How about one that cuts me deep, fatso versus imbecile? Because I've been fat my entire life.
Imbecile is technically a classification on the IQ test.
Yeah.
And it's very old school to me. I think insulting somebody's physical features is way worse. So fatso is going to move on for me as well.
Yeah, for all the childhood trauma that I've endured over the years, I'm also going to pick fatso.
for all the men of larger carriage out there, fatso goes forward.
How about dickhead versus your mother?
Dickhead won that battle once. That's how I was born. But I mean, your mama jokes are just funny to me at this point.
Yeah.
Dickhead's pretty good. I'm gonna go with dickhead.
I would agree with you on that one. I think at this point, saying your mother doesn't really disturb me as much as if someone calls me a dickhead, I'm going to kind of like, okay, this is what's going to go down. You see my mother, I usually have something like, she'd break your dick.
You've insulted your mother more than I've heard anybody insult anybody's mother.
Yeah, I have.
You're self-deprecating on your mother.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Poor woman.
She's a sweet lady.
She's a saint. How about loser versus four eyes? Four eyes means nothing to you.
Boy, are we... No, I wear glasses. I've worn glasses since second grade.
Yeah, but you're so comfortable wearing contacts.
Yeah, I wear contacts way past their expiration date.
Yeah, same.
It doesn't bug me at all.
Dailies? How about yearlies?
I got monthlies that are more like biannuals.
They're like, hey, man, those are daily contacts. Right? I'm like, how much do they cost? They're fucking monthlies.
Yeah, four eyes is nothing new to me. Loser's also nothing new to me. I think you could twist loser into... You could combine that with other words to make a better insult. So I'm going loser.
I want to pick loser as well because I think four eyes only focuses on a certain demographic.
Yeah, and it doesn't really matter. It's not going to beat dickhead in the next round.
No. How about bitch versus bozo? Can I say right now, I want bozo to win so fucking bad because bitch is so overplayed. Bozo
bitch is very overplayed because I call you my bitch all the time.
All the time.
It's a term of endearment.
It has become a very nice, like, you're like, oh, you're my bitch.
Dude, bozo is such a throwback.
Isn't it though? He's a bozo.
You can go ahead and move bozo forward. I can't promise
to.
much after this round. But
no.
I'll take your argument
because it's going to go against either clown or scumbag.
Bozo the clown, man. I don't know. Clown has made a resurgence in bro culture over the last 3 years.
But I fucking hate bro culture so much.
I do too, but I do love calling people a clown. To a point. I like the memes where it's like the guy putting the face paint on.
So if I keep working and not use vacation days and never take a day off and keep grinding, you're a bitch.
You're just clowning yourself. So I'm going to vote clown, actually. Scumbag's too old school. It's played out.
I'm going to go with clown, too, because I think at this point, kids actually don't understand what being called a scumbag is. You're being called a used condom.
Yeah.
And I don't think kids understand that. No. We did, because we were using that shit.
I don't wear that greasy coat.
Nah, man. I'm all about that free life. So how about we go back up top? We go to dipshit versus pussy.
Hey, I'm getting behind our merch line. Pussy cuts deeper. Pussy moves forward in my mind.
I'm going to go with pussy all day. I think that pussy goes along with so many other insulting.
It's in every freaking movie from the 90s.
Easily, yeah. How about weakling versus fatso?
Wow, that sounds like a WrestleMania match.
It really is.
That old David versus Goliath coming back up again.
Shawn Michaels and Vader.
I mean, I know what I am, and I'm pushing forward fatso.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you said it because if we don't just go ahead and just admit
I'm
what
just
we
owning
are,
it. I thought I was chubby in college, and now I look at pictures of me in college. I was like, oh, I'd love to be.
I wish I could be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's a picture of you on my shoulders.
Yeah.
We both look great.
It's amazing.
We both look great.
That's how we pulled all them ladies back then.
Yeah, we did. You get on
Man.
my shoulders.
I miss college.
Yeah. Oh, he's on my shoulders. Their dicks have to be at least 12 inches long.
We put the big trench coat on. Like,
We want one ticket for the movie, please.
11 foot tall.
Sir, you're not fooling anybody. Yes, we are.
You can talk to my cousin Dennis Rodman, motherfucker.
I was going to poke my head through
We're a
the
tall
crotch.
family.
Poke my head through the crotch and be like, So how about dickhead versus loser?
Dickhead's killing that one, man.
Dickhead's destroying that
Dickhead
one.
might win this whole thing.
It just might. However, if it gets to be between dickhead and pussy, we might have a showdown here. Bozo versus clown. They're synonymous.
There was a famous clown called Bozo.
Yeah.
Named Bozo.
I want to say bozo moves forward because clown is too basic, and bozo.
Bozo's specific,
Yeah.
a specific clown.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. So let's go back up here now. We are running pussy versus fatso.
I can't say what I want to say.
Go ahead, do it.
I love a good fat pussy.
We're not saying things we like. We're going on insults.
Pussy.
Yeah.
Pussy cuts deeper.
Pussy
Buy the
always
t-shirt.
cuts deeper.
Buy the t-shirt. We're not going to have a podcast soon.
Dickhead versus bozo. You know it. It's dickhead.
Dickhead,
All
yeah.
right.
These are getting...
Here we go. This is what we thought it was going to be.
Oh, no.
Dickhead versus pussy.
Again, how I was born. Pussy, man. Pussy is the worst insult from our elementary school days. I mean, there's other worse ones that we're not saying on the podcast.
Can't say that.
But-
Some things don't age well from
right.
the 90s.
And neither did pussy, really. Like,
Yeah.
I still think that's like kind of a dirty word.
Yeah.
I try not to use it in public, but we're saying it a lot on this podcast.
Yes.
So for
We're saying it for a purpose.
for all of those reasons, I think pussy is the worst insult on your bracket of insults here.
I would agree as well. I think that because that word has so many derogatory meanings behind it.
Yeah, and dickhead's just like, when in comparison, it's just kind of throwaway, to be honest.
100%. I think at this point you're looking at a word that has traversed across movies, music, art, everything. That word sticks out more than any of these words. When I looked at this list, that was the word to me that was like, ugh. I actually cringed a little bit when I saw it because it carries so much weight. And you're right. We're saying it so much here now, but I barely say it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, like I got called it about the beer fest this weekend,
yeah.
and I remember that insult. I got called a bunch of things, but
that's the one.
That's the one that sticks.
Yeah, it hurts. Yeah. All right. So, hey, man, we might put it on a T-shirt. We'll see. I don't know. Redbubble might not like that very much.
We're gonna have to find another distributor.
I have a very specific contract.
You already got us kicked off at T-Public with your dirty mouth.
T-Public was like, we don't like it. You use that word. I'm what, the C word? They're like, yeah. I'm like, you don't like cock? So, Adam, we're moving on to questions from the internet. So, Adam,
No. I see the script here. There's a word missing. You have a line here that says, "Do you have any suggestions for substitutes?"
ooh, I missed that.
Yeah, and you missed that.
And
I want that.
suggestions for substitutes.
There's one that I use all the time. That's not on the list. I'm not saying it would win,
okay.
but fuckface should be on.
Oh yeah. Oh, I say shitbird all the time.
I say fuckface all the time.
I would say,
and I love it. It's my crutch. I know that, but fuckface should be on the list.
and I say shitbird.
Shitbird's a good one.
Shitbird, yeah, because it's something I heard my mom call me when I was a little kid.
That makes sense. That sounds like something your mom would say.
Very Green County. You little shitbird. I ran away once. She's like, get your ass in the car, you little shitbird. So, Adam, let's go into questions from the internet. I want you to poorly explain our podcast.
Two dickheads talk about wrestling and then insult each other by calling that. I don't know. It's definitely just two dickheads talking wrestling.
I'm going to go back and I'm going to use a lot of the words here. Two dipshit pussies that are weakling fatzos talk dickheaded loser, bozo clown, shit bird stuff about wrestling.
Horror movies, candy.
We just talk fat dude stuff.
Poorly explain your podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Two
say.
dudes talk about a lot of shit they don't know anything about
Yep.
and never have done before
Tune to the live stream for the cure.
while they drink beer.
Yeah. What sports team would you like to see win a championship?
So I'm gonna like try to not go homer with this and
Yeah.
like go out on a limb. I've always kind of had a soft spot for the Raiders. Their fans look like real fucking Neanderthals, and I love that. I think I could be a Raiders fan if like Pittsburgh didn't have a football team.
Yeah, I can see that. I would say I'm really in love with the Toronto Blue Jays. I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see them win. I like them a lot. I don't know. It's just it's a franchise in baseball that never really caused any issues, but they always seem to be like right on the
Yeah,
cusp.
I can't think of a baseball team.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cubbies won one, so
Yeah.
they're done. Yeah, I just don't like baseball.
Yeah, dude. It's hard to like baseball because we're from Pittsburgh and the Pirates.
Yeah,
suck
I mean,
so bad.
I do love going to the ballpark and just drinking beers and bullshitting, but it's just like a spot the day drinking for me. It's not an event.
It's not a game.
Yeah.
It's a what team would you like to wipe off the face of the earth?
Chelsea Football Club. Get the fuck out.
Why?
Yeah.
What is that?
Like, all the money in the world and all the players in the world, get the fuck out of here. Premier League would be better off without you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You pissed off so many of our
Your
listeners.
food sucks too. Chelsea, gone.
See ya.
What's yours?
I was gonna pick Chelsea, but you
No, you weren't.
I wasn't gonna pick them at all. The Washington Capitals. I hope that Tom
Good one.
Wilson gets into a minor car accident that causes him not to play sports ever again, but he doesn't get so hurt that he can't be with his family.
He has to watch from the sidelines.
Yes, I want him to not have function of his left knee. I hate the Washington Capitals so much. I can't stand them, and it's mainly because of Tom Wilson.
When it comes to Tom Wilson, I'm a little more violent than you. I'd like for him to get like halfway through one of the. Oh no, I lost it.
You wanted to
like halfway through one of the hostile punishments, but not die.
Oh.
But like severe amount of
really
pain.
hurt. Yeah, like the flamethrower to the eye thing.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I'm with you on that one. I just don't like
Choppy a leg, maybe. Like,
Oh yeah,
you know.
the old cut the Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
no.
That'd be cool.
Fuck you, Tom Wilson.
He's a dick.
Do you have a favorite 80s cartoon villain?
80s cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wile E. Coyote. Fucking no, not really.
I do.
Go ahead.
Shredder.
Was that 80s?
It was.
Oh, I thought that was 90s.
Nah, it's late 80s into the night, but the first episode's like 87, 88. Like
Okay.
Shredder. Yeah.
I'll join you on that one.
Sure.
I can't think of another 80s cartoon.
What about
Scooby Doo.
Skeletor?
Oh, I love me some Skeletor.
Yeah, you love Skeletor.
You're right. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't believe I missed that.
right.
Yeah,
who
it's
was
totally
who was the
Skeletor.
villain for Space Ghost? It was Zordak.
Yeah, he sucked. Skeletor.
Dude,
was
no,
way
come
better.
on. Zordak was
Skeletor would kick his ass.
Brack was pretty funny too. Beans. What's your favorite zombie movie?
For me, it's a tie between Dawn of the Dead, the remake, actually, and Return of the Living Dead,
Yeah.
because there's that one scene.
Yeah.
Return of the Living Dead's funny.
Yeah.
And there's a nonsensical scene in a graveyard that I love.
Yeah. I love Resident Evil Final Chapters.
Don't you steal my Chelsea Thunder, motherfucker. Coming with some random
So
bullshit.
terrible. I would say my favorite zombie movie to sit down with right now and I can watch from beginning to end, I love Train to Busan.
That's a good one. That's a very
Amazing.
good one.
And then I would say for a American port, nothing really matches Train to Busan for me. 'Cause I think it's a really good one. But I would say the 28 Days Later, not 28 weeks, but 28 Days Later. Really enjoyed that one as well.
I have to sit down with it. I like both of those. I don't remember which one I liked better.
I like 28 Days Later because it was a little more gritty. 28 Weeks Later was more like grandiose, had more of like a studio backing.
Okay.
So like, yeah,
Which one were they in the church and the fast zombie priest comes?
the first one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Whenever
I
he
like that
he
scene.
like says hello and he stands up and like stares up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh shit.
Yeah. It's the first one. Yeah. So
It's some
Adam.
great speed zombies. In this.
Oh yeah, the rage virus, so fucking good. So Adam, unfortunately, we are moving into the end of this podcast. So I got to know, because we do have some stuff
But
here.
I'm having fun.
What's on tap and where?
I
can
want to call you
find
more
us?
bad words.
You can't. We went through the bracket already, and that bad word that we shouldn't say very often won.
You fuckface. So instead of what's on tap, I do have the Drunken Donut and the Kicking Kitty Porter from the Best Brunch Ever Festival. Please hit me up if you want to try it. We can bottle it up for you to take home, whatever you want to do. But I do really, really want to focus on our Make Peace Not War Cream Ale. It is available as you're listening to this. It is finishing up carb. I'm talking to you on Friday where I just kegged it. It will be ready on Sunday when you're listening to this. And this is a very important beer and a very important charity we are going to promote all summer long. It's Make Peace Not War again. Cream Ale coming in at 5%. For a $10 donation, you will get a 22-ounce big bottle of
bomber.
it. Yes, bomber bottle of it with the custom label made by Hoot Design and First at Brewbox. And your $10 will go to Red Cross Ukraine and a pet rescue that we are friends with in the Ukraine.
Nice.
That my wife is friends with, that we talked about last week. So we're going to collect all the money, split it in half at the end of the summer, and donate to both charities, all going to the Ukraine, 100% of it. Our donation is buying bottles and caps all summer. Hoot Design got in conjunction with a label designer that I will bring to you guys next week. They're out of Ohio that donated the labels.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to pay anything but shipping for the labels.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, please just support. Along with that, we will accept donations on the donut beer and the Kicking Kitty and another beer that we will announce next week. We will accept donations for all of those. All of the money will go to Ukraine up until July, and then that cream ale will continue through the summer. So yeah, donut, Kicking Kitty Porter. Fuck it, I'll announce it right now. It's Thick Flare. It's our Strawberry Starburst milkshake IPA. That will also join the ranks in a few weeks here. And actually, those will just everything we got. We'll accept donations for on those. Yeah. While supplies last, and that'll all go to Ukraine. But the cream ale we will be rebrewing all summer. Mm-hmm. You'll see it's at a lot of the festivals this summer, and come and enjoy it at those festivals. You can hit us with Venmo, cash. Again, all donation. Yeah. We are making no profit. We're not allowed legally to make profit. We don't want to. We want to help the Ukraine out. It's a great cause. We joined up with it a few months ago, but we were very busy making other beers. So we're a little bit, I think we're maybe the second or third brewery to get on it finally. Yeah. But that cream ale is ready. It's tasting great.
Cream World Order. For life. Throw it up, Captain. So, if you know what's going on, Adam down here at the Brew Lab is at @bash_brew on all social media. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. He is very active on Twitter. He's also on Untapped. If you know what's going on with the boys down here in Jojitorium, we are at DWTB on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If you want to send in your questions, comments, and whatever, it's decayandwtb@gmail.com. Don't forget about our Redbubble, where dad hats consistently stay at $19.52, where Pussy Better Than Dickhead t-shirts will be coming out. I'm going to work on those over the weekend. And thanks again for everyone who tuned into the live stream for the Cure event. We had a fun time doing that, and we hope to do more events like that in the future. So from the Jojitorium, where we broke our computers and cameras, until, wherever you guys are listening to this on this beautiful Sunday morning, until next time, cheers.
Cheers to you, Matt, you bozo fuckface clown dickhead.